to start my workout for today. This is day 28 of my SLAP challenge. SLAP, S-L-A-P stands for squats, lunges, abs, and push-ups. We are doing at least 40 squats, at least 40 lunges, at least 40 reps of an ab exercise, and at least 40 push-ups a day, every single day for 40 days. And we are on day 28. So as quickly as I can, let me go ahead and show you the squat, lunge, ab, and push-up variations that I am doing today so that you know what we're doing and you can do the workout right along with me. So the first thing I'm going to be doing is jump rope. If you don't have a jump rope, that's fine. You have a couple of options. You can either eliminate the jump rope sections entirely, or while I'm jumping rope, you can be doing any other type of cardio exercise you want. There are going to be 4 little jump rope sections, and with each jump rope section, I am going to be doing 5 sets of 100 with my jump rope, which is going to take me somewhere in the neighborhood of 3 to 5 minutes. So if you would like to include the cardio sections, but you don't have a jump rope, but you do have a treadmill or an exercise bike or an elliptical or something like that, you can hop on one of those for 3 to 6 minutes, plus or minus 5 minutes or so to get your little cardio sections in while I'm jumping rope. If you want to take this workout to a local park, or if you have access to the field at your local high school, you could run around the track for 3 to 6 minutes. So do what works for you. If you want to stay put, you can do any type of cardio exercise. So you can just pretend to jump rope like this. They actually sell jump ropes without the rope. It is literally 2 handles that you hold on to while you pretend to jump over an imaginary rope. So I don't see why you can't hold on to imaginary handles while you jump over your imaginary rope. It might seem a little silly, but it is a completely legitimate option. Or you can just do jumping jacks or high knees, mountain climbers. Okay, any type of cardio exercise you want to do is fine. If you do have a jump rope and you want to do those jump rope sections with me, any style of jump rope you want to do will work. I always just kind of jog in place like this while I'm jumping rope. If you are more comfortable jumping with your feet together, jump with your feet together. If you're really good at jump rope, feel free to do something more challenging. You can do high knees, jump rope jacks, twist jumps. You can jump side to side. The only important thing is that we're counting revolutions of the rope. So 1 rep of jump rope means 1 revolution of the rope, regardless of what style of jump rope you're doing. I will be doing sets of 100. So that means I'm going to count 100 revolutions of the rope. That's 1 set. And I'm going to be doing 5 sets of 100 with each jump rope section. There's going to be a total of 4 jump rope sections, which means that by the end of the workout, I will have completed a total of 2,000 reps with my jump rope, 2,000 revolutions of the rope. So if that's too many for you, remember that you always have the option of reducing the amount of reps. So do what works for you. And if sets of 100 are too difficult for you, break it down into sets of 50 or 20, whatever you can manage. If you don't want to break up your 500 reps, you can do 500 reps unbroken. That's totally fine. For me, it's just much more manageable to break them down into sets of 100, so that's what I'm going to be doing. So the jump rope sections are going to kind of bookend the SLAP portion of the workout. So let's go through our SLAP exercises: squats, lunges, abs, and push-ups, starting with squats. So I am going to be using my sandbag today. My sandbag is filled with about 25 pounds of sand, which is a good weight for me. You may need to use something lighter or heavier. That depends on your strength and on your level of fitness. It also depends on what you have available to you and how hard you're looking to push yourself today. So please consider all of those factors when choosing your weight and make the decision that is best for you. If you don't have a sandbag, and you're not going to take this workout to the gym or something where you'll have access to a sandbag or something similar, you might be able to make something similar using household items. So a backpack or a duffel bag filled with some sort of weight might work. If that's not going to work, don't worry, I will show you equipment-free modifications for all of these exercises that we're doing today. But first, let me show you what I'm doing. Just remember with your squats to please keep your shoulders back and down, chest lifted high. Make sure your core is strong and tight and engaged the whole time. Make sure your back stays flat and the weight stays in your heels. So I think the best way to do that is to imagine trying to touch the wall behind you with your booty. So stick that booty back. That's going to help keep your back flat. That's going to help keep the weight in your heels as you sink down into your squat. Okay? I am going to be doing a sandbag clean and press plus a Zercher squat, and then an overhead press. So sandbag clean and press, squat and press. So for my sandbag clean, all that means is that I'm going to reach down and grab the handles of the sandbag, and then I'm going to flip the bag over, and it's going to land in my elbows like this. Okay, that's a sandbag clean. So again, shoulders are back and down, my chest is lifted high. I'm gonna push my booty back. My back stays flat the whole time. Keep the knees soft. Do not lock your knees out like this. Knees are soft. Weight is in the heels as I bend down and grab the handles of my sandbag. Now I'm going to actively press my heels into the ground. Imagine trying to push the ground away from you as you stand, okay? Activate all those muscles from your feet all the way through your legs to your glutes as you stand. And as I press those heels into the ground and stand, I'm going to bring the bag with me and flip it up and over like this. Okay, and now from here I'm gonna press the bag up overhead. So I'm just straightening my arms and lifting the bag straight up overhead. Now I'm bending my elbows again and bringing the bag back down in front of me. So I'm holding it close to my chest, kind of hugging it to my chest like this. And now I'm going to do my squat from this position. So it's called a Zercher squat. So again, pushing that booty back, flat back, weight in the heels. I'm gonna sink down into my squat. Sink as low as you can. If you can get your booty down below your knees, fantastic. If not, then just come here, okay? Do not push your body into doing something it's not ready to do. So sink as deep into the squat as you are capable of without rounding your back, without losing anything off of your form, and without straining yourself, okay? Work to your own level. So then I'm going to, again, press my heels into the ground. So think about actively trying to push the ground away, engaging all those muscles from your feet through your legs, up through your glutes as you stand. And then again, as I stand, I'm gonna do another overhead press. So straightening the arms, pressing the bag up overhead, and now I'm gonna bend the elbows again, bring the bag back down to my chest. And now I'm going to return to my starting position. So I'm going to flip the bag back down so that it's in front of me, and then I'm going to bend back down. So back is flat, right? You see my booty sticking back towards that wall behind me and the weight's at my heels as I set the bag down, okay? And that's one rep. So let me go through it one more time, a little bit more, or a little quicker so you can see the flow of it. So sandbag, clean and press. So bend down, grab the handles of the sandbag, clean the sandbag, press it up overhead, bring the sandbag back down to the chest, and now squat and press the sandbag up overhead. Bring it back down to the chest, flip it back down so it's in front of you, and bend the knees, stick the booty back, keep that back flat, and set it back down in front of you, okay? One more. So sandbag clean and press, squat, and press. Okay, so that is my squat variation. Now I promised equipment-free modifications, but for that particular exercise, if you don't have any equipment that's going to work, you can just do any other type of squat variation. The squat itself was just like a regular air squat, except I was holding weight in front of me. So if you don't have weight to hold in front of you, then you can just do an air squat. And every other component involved cleaning something or lifting something. So if there's nothing to clean and there's nothing to lift, then you're simply going to eliminate those components. So you can just do air squats, that's totally fine, or you can do any other squat variation you want. Remember, that's the really cool thing about this challenge, is that it's really flexible and it's very easily customizable. So if ever the variations of squats, lunges, abs, and push-ups that I'm doing on a given day don't work for you for whatever reason, you can substitute with any other variation of those exercises that does work for you. So any squat variation you want to do is fine. Now, what you can do is add some weight to the squats other than a sandbag. If the weight that you're using, if you don't have anything similar that has handles where you can really grab onto the handles and clean it and use it in the way that I was using it to clean it and press it up overhead, then you can eliminate the clean and you can eliminate the overhead press if you want. But for example, you could hold a couple of dumbbells in front of you and do goblet squats. So let me grab my dumbbells just so I can show you what I'm talking about. So if you don't have a sandbag or something similar, but you don't necessarily need an equipment-free option, you can grab a dumbbell or a kettlebell or a household item like a water bottle filled with uncooked rice or water, a jug of laundry detergent, okay? As long as it's not too heavy and as long as you can hold it securely in front of you like this, pretty much anything will work for weight. You can hold one dumbbell like this, or you can hold two dumbbells together, and you can do goblet squats. Okay, so shoulders back and down, chest lifted high, strong, tight, engaged core, push the booty back, flat back, weight in the heels, and you can just sink down into your squat from here, and then stand. And then if you want, you can add an overhead press. Okay, so you could lift the weights up overhead and then maybe do a tricep overhead press if you want. That would be fine. You could do thrusters, so you could have the dumbbells here on your shoulders as you sink down into your squat, and then on the way up, do an overhead press, bring the shoulders back, or bring the weights back down to your shoulders, return to the starting position. So any type of weighted squat variation that you want to do will work, and you can incorporate an overhead press if you want. So if you don't have anything similar to a sandbag, but you still want to add weight, dumbbells, kettlebell, medicine ball, household item, pretty much any type of weight will work if you want to do something like that. For my lunges, I'm going to be doing a side lunge with the knee up, so let me actually show you your equipment-free modification first. So then you can see how I'm going to kind of build on it by adding my sandbag. So I'm going to start to one side of my workout space. This is going to be my standing leg. With the other leg, I'm going to take this foot and step it out to the side as I sink into my side lunge. And again, with lunges, same as with squats, shoulders back and down, chest lifted high. Core is strong and tight and engaged the whole time. I'm going to push that booty back so that my back stays flat. And my weight is in the heel of this lunging foot, okay? And then as I come back, I'm gonna press the heel of this lunging foot into the ground. So again, actively trying to press the ground away as I stand and return to my starting position. So that's the proper form for a side lunge. So just remember, chest high, shoulders back and down, keep your core strong and engaged, push the booty back, flat back, weight in the heel, okay? So as I come back and return to my starting position, I'm going to just lift the knee up and take a second to find my balance here. So my standing leg is going to stay stationary the whole time, hopefully. And the goal is that the foot of this lunging leg only touches the ground when you are actually in the lunge position. As you press that heel into the ground and return to your starting position, what you're going for is this foot doesn't touch the ground. It's going to come straight up in front of you. You're going to bend that knee and hold your balance here just for a second, and then right into the next lunge. So without tapping this foot down, if you can go right into your next lunge, and on the way up, lift the knee, find your balance. How long to stay in this position? Just until you feel like you have your balance, you have control over the movement, and you could stay there longer if you wanted to. Okay, so just take a second there, and once you feel like, okay, I've got control of this, I could stay here all day if I wanted to, then you can go right into your next rep. But fight for your balance and do take that second to find that center before you move on to your next rep, okay? You can also add a little oblique twist. So as you sink down into the lunge, if you want, you can add a punch, or you can just twist your body, okay? Optional. And then on the way up, bring that knee up, find your balance, fight for it. Okay, that's gonna be more similar to what I'm doing. And again, if you wanna hold on to weights, you can hold on to weights while you do that. I'm going to be doing those with my sandbag on my shoulder. So I'm going to have my sandbag on the shoulder, the same side as my standing leg. So this is my standing leg. I'm going to have the sandbag on this shoulder, just like this, okay? And then from here, I'm just gonna do the exact same exercise with that little oblique knee twist. So this is my standing leg. I'm gonna lunge to this side, so stepping this foot out and lunge, and then I'm gonna twist my body, okay? And then on the way up, twist back and bring that knee up. Hold this for just a second until you feel like you could hold it longer, and then right into the next rep. So side lunge, and then on the way up, bring that knee up in front and hold. All right, so that is my lunge variation. Next is abs. I'm going to be doing dead bugs. So let me first show you this with a light set of weights. This is my lighter set. These weigh 5 pounds a piece. So if you have a set of weights that feels light to you, you know, you may need to use something lighter or heavier than this, that's fine. Again, that depends on your strength, on your level of fitness, what you have available to you, and how hard you're looking to push yourself. So again, please consider all of those factors when choosing your weights and make the decision that is best for you. If you don't have dumbbells, again, water bottles will work for this. You can fill them with water or uncooked rice. Cans of soup might work. So look for household items that will work as long as you can hold the item in one hand securely and maintain your grip so that you don't drop it on your face. And as long as it's not too heavy for you, it will work for this exercise. So I will show you an equipment-free modification, but first let me show you with the dumbbells, because I think this is going to be the version that most people are going to be able to do, because you probably don't have a sandbag or something similar that you can use, and you might not have dumbbells, but you definitely have a couple of water bottles or cans of soup or something around the house that you can likely use. So I'm going to come down on my mat. I'm going to lift my feet up off the mat, and my knees are at like a 90-degree angle. I'm going to hold my weights together like this, and my hands are I'm gonna have them like this. So my weights are together like this. And from this position, I'm going to straighten one leg, and with control, I'm going to lower that leg to the ground and lightly tap my heel on the ground. So make sure the movement is controlled. So you're not just letting the leg drop, you're controlling the movement all the way down and lightly touching that heel to the ground. At the same time, I'm going to take the opposite hand and lower it to the ground, again with control. So I am tapping the ground with my dumbbell, but I'm not just letting the dumbbell fall. I'm controlling the movement and lightly tapping the ground with my dumbbell. Then reverse the movement. So you're going to bring the leg back up and return to your starting position, and at the same time, you'll bring that hand back up and return to your starting position. So when you do it at the same time, it's going to look like this. Okay, that's one rep. You'll alternate sides. So now with the opposite leg and the opposite hand, you're going to straighten the leg, tapping the heel to the ground, and straighten the arm, tapping the dumbbell to the ground. And then at the same time, bend that knee, bring the weight back up and return to your starting position. That would be rep number 2. So make sure that your lower back is pressed into the mat the whole time. So I shouldn't be able to stick, you see how I can put my hand underneath my low back? You don't want that. Tilt your pelvis this way so that you're pressing your low back into the mat and you can't fit anything underneath there, okay? Not even a dime. You understand me? All right, so pressing that low back into the mat. We'll put a couple of reps together a little faster so you can see what it looks like. I'll put together. So straighten one arm and one leg. Reverse the movement, that's 1. Now opposite arm, opposite leg. That's 2. So do your best to keep your the leg and the arm that aren't moving, to keep them perfectly still. Press that low back into the mat and just really focus on controlling the movement. It takes a little bit of coordination, it takes a lot of focus, a lot of concentration, but it's a great exercise. So if you have a light set of weights, that can be your ab exercise. If you want to do that exercise without any added weight, you totally can. Okay, it's going to be the same exact thing, but you're just not going to hold on to any weight. Okay, so I'm doing the same exact thing, but without any added weight. So it's less challenging, but if you're really focusing on pressing that low back into the mat and really focusing on keeping your core really engaged the whole time, it's still a great exercise. And if you're really, really controlling the movement, so make sure you're really controlling that movement down, okay? You really will feel it in your abs, even without any added weight. But again, the great thing about this challenge is that if dead bugs is not the exercise for you, you can do any other ab exercise you want. So do what works for you. I'm going to be doing dead bugs with my sandbag. So if you have a sandbag or something similar, like a backpack or a duffel bag filled with some sort of weight, and you want to try the same exercise, hold it onto your sandbag. It's going to be just slightly different because I can't hold my sandbag in one hand. So I'm going to be holding on to the ends, these handles that are on the end of my sandbag. My legs are going to be in the same starting position, and they're going to be doing the same thing. The only thing that's going to change is that as I lower one leg, so as I lower this leg to the ground, I'm going to first rotate my sandbag at like a 45-degree angle so that it is pointing towards this shoulder. As I lower the leg, I'm going to, with control, bring the sandbag down towards that shoulder. And then as I reverse the movement, I'm going to bring the leg up, bring the sandbag back up, and then I'll put the sandbag kind of straight again. Okay, does that make sense? Now as I repeat on the other side, so now this leg is going to lower down, and as that happens, I'm going to rotate the sandbag 45 degrees this way. And as I lower the leg, the sandbag is going to come down towards the opposite shoulder. Okay, then reverse the movement, bring the sandbag back up to the center, and straighten it back out. Okay, so let's put it all together. Press that low back into the ground, and now rotate the sandbag 45 degrees. Lower one leg, and lower the sandbag down towards the opposite shoulder. Reverse the movement. Straighten out the sandbag, and now repeat on the other side. So rotate the bag, lower the arm, lower the sandbag to the opposite shoulder, and then come back to your starting position. Rotate the bag back so that it's straight again. All right, so that's going to be my ab exercise. Last but not least is push-ups. We're doing dive bombers. I'm sorry. So you know I hate dive bombers. I'm sorry, but they're a great exercise, so we're doing them. What is a dive bomber push-up? Well, you're gonna come down and start in this position. It's like a pike position. So you're gonna press your palms into the ground, and you're going to lift your hips straight up. You want your body to be in a perfect V. So you want your back flat, and you want your legs more or less straight. It is a down dog position, but with your heels lifted off of the floor or the ground. Okay, so if you've done yoga at all, you know this is your down dog position. Okay, so you're pressing you're pressing your hands into the ground so that you're pressing. So it's like when I tell you when we do our squats and you pushing your booty back to try to touch that wall. In this case, what you're doing is pressing those hands into the ground and pressing your booty back. So trying to touch the wall with your booty by pressing yourself back, okay? So from this position, you're gonna lift your heels, and that's your starting position for the dive bomber, okay? Hopefully that is clear. If not, please ask for help. But that's your starting position. And then from that position, you're going to scoop down and end up in kind of an up dog, an upward facing dog position, okay? Which is basically this, all right? So from your starting position, you're going to bend your elbows, and you're going to lower first your forehead to the ground. Then you're going to continue chest, belly, and hips until you're in this position. And now you're going to reverse the movement. So you're going to push your hips back up, and you're going to end up back in your starting position. So first the hips, then the belly, then the chest, then the forehead, until you wind up back here in your starting position. All right, that's one dive bomber push-up. I'm going to be doing dive bomber burpees. So from here, I'm going to jump my feet in, and then I'm going to jump up. And that's one rep. They're tough, I know. Let's put one all together so you can see a little bit faster and you can see the flow of it. Okay, so starting position, downward facing dog, but the heels off the ground. So now, bend the elbows and scoot the forehead, chest, belly, hips. Now reverse the movement, hips, belly, chest, forehead, jump the feet in, and jump up. It is such a difficult exercise, so we're only doing 5 reps at a time. So it's only 5 reps at a time. Just do your best. If you cannot do dive bomber push-ups, first of all, let me show you a slightly easier variation. It's going to start the same. So you can start in this position and then you're gonna scoop down, forehead, chest, belly, and hips. Now that's actually the easier part of the push-up. So pushing yourself back up, reversing the movement is where it gets really difficult. So if you're unable to do that part, but you can get this far, then come here, and then from here to return to your starting position, instead of reversing the movement, just lift the hips and push that booty back until you're back in your starting position. Okay? So from there, you can jump the feet in and jump up if you want to make them dive bomber burpees, or if that's too much, you can just do dive bomber push-ups. You can eliminate the jump up if you want to, but to put that together a little bit faster, it'll look like this. So starting position, scoop, forehead, chest, belly, hips, and now just push yourself back. Forehead, chest, belly, hips, and lift the hips. Okay, so you can just do the dive bomber push-ups like that. You can add the jump up if you want, totally optional. You also can try doing them from your knees. I find it a little awkward doing those from your knees, but let me show you what it will look like. I don't love knee push-ups for this particular push-up variation because, like I said, it's just a little awkward for me, but if you do want to learn how to do dive bomber push-ups, this might be a really good way to learn, so you can try this. So coming down to your knees, and then you can just do the same thing. So scoop the forehead, chest, belly, and hips, and then you can reverse the movement and maybe come back into a child pose for a second. That might work. Okay, and then come back up and start your next rep from here. So bending the elbows and first lowering your forehead to the ground, and then scoop chest, belly, hips, straighten those arms and push yourself up, and now reverse the movement. So hips, belly, chest, forehead, and push yourself back into a child pose. So that's another possibility if you want to try dive bomber push-ups. But again, remember that any push-up variation you want to do is fine. So just choose a push-up variation that works for you. Just make sure you're minding your form. Okay, keep those hips high. Don't let your hips drop. Make sure your core is nice and strong and tight and engaged the whole time. As long as you're minding your form, I don't care what push-up variation you do, just pick something that works for you. So those are all of the exercises we're doing today, including equipment-free modifications and a few beginner modifications as well. Of course, if you need any further help with equipment-free substitutions or beginner modifications beyond what I showed you, please just ask. I'm always here to help with that. Now here's the format. I'm going to be starting with a set of jump ropes. So again, I'm doing 5 sets of 100. Then I'm going to move on to my slap reps. So I'm going to be starting with 5 reps of dive bomber burpees. And then I'll move on to my squat variation. That's my sandbag clean and press, squat and press. I'll do 20 reps of that exercise. Then another 5 reps of dive bomber burpees before moving on to lunges. I'm going to double my lunges today. So remember, the only requirement if you are participating in my slap challenge is that you complete a total of 40 lunges all day, which would be 20 on each leg. I'm going to be completing a total of 80 lunges all day because I'm going to be doing a total of 40 on each leg. So that is up to you. If you want to double your lunges with me, then you will do 20 reps on each leg per round. If you don't want to double your lunges, then when you see me doing a set of 20 on one leg, you're going to do 10 on one leg, and then you'll switch and do 10 on the other leg, okay? So we're going to do our lunges on one leg. I'm doing 20 reps, you can do 10 if you prefer. Then I'm going to switch to the other leg and do another 20 reps. You can do 10 if you prefer. Then after all of our lunges are complete for that round, I'm going to move on to my next little teeny tiny set of 5 dive bomber burpees, okay? Then abs. So I'm going to do 20 reps of my sandbag dead bug exercise. and then one final set of Divebomber burpees, okay? So that's once through the slap circuit, and then I'm going to finish up the round with another 500 sets of, or 5 sets of 100 with my jump rope, okay? So that's one round. Then we're gonna do the whole thing once more. So by the end of round 1, we will have completed a total of 1,000 revolutions of the jump rope, 20 squats, 20 lunges on each leg, 20 reps of abs, and 20 push-ups, because we will have snuck in 4 little sets of Divebomber burpees, okay? 5 reps with each set, so that's a total of 20. So then once we repeat the whole thing once more, we will have completed all 40 reps of our squats, all 40 lunges on each leg. So remember, we're doubling our lunges. I'm gonna end up doing 80 reps total. All 40 reps of our ab exercise, and all 40 push-ups, plus 2,000 reps with the jump rope. So if it sounds confusing, please remember that I always take the time to type out the instructions in the description box down below the video. You're gonna watch me do it right now. So watch me do it, read the instructions, but then of course, if there are any questions, if anything is unclear about the format or the exercises, how it all fits together, how to modify, how to make sure you're doing the exercises with the correct form, I'm right here to answer questions, okay? Don't hesitate to reach out if you have questions or if you need help, especially if you have any questions about how to do the exercises with the correct form. The most important thing is that you understand how to do the exercises correctly before you begin the workout. If your form is lacking, you are increasing your risk of injury, and I don't want anyone getting hurt, so please make sure you understand how to do the exercises correctly before we begin, so that you don't hurt yourself and so that you get everything you can out of this workout. If you have questions or if you need help with equipment-free substitutions or beginner modifications, I'm always here to help, so please just ask. So now you know what we're doing, you've got your modifications. Go ahead and gather whatever equipment you're using, so a sandbag or something similar if you have it, and if you want to add weight to the exercises, maybe a set of dumbbells or 2, household items, water bottles, cans of soup, a jug of laundry detergent, a bag of dog food. Gather whatever type of weight you want to use for these exercises if you're adding weight. Make sure you have a yoga mat or an exercise mat or a towel, something that you can lie down on comfortably for our ab exercise, or have there in case you are doing your push-ups from your knees. Grab your jump rope if you have one, and if you're using one today, take a minute to make sure you're good and warmed up, and when you're ready, let's get started. My goal today is to finish this in under 1 hour. I don't know if that's gonna happen, but I do think it's possible, so I'm going to do my best, but ideally I would love to finish this whole thing in under 1 hour. So we'll see what happens. We're gonna get started with 5 sets of 100 with the jump rope. So as soon as you're ready, my watch is going, timer's going, and now we're counting revolutions of the rope. So you'll count like this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 100. So that's my first set of 100. I'm just gonna mark a little slash so that I don't lose track of how many sets I have completed. We're gonna do 4 more sets just like that, and then we'll move on to our slap circuit. Okay, so keep the rest breaks in between sets as short as you can. When you're ready, let's start round 2, or set number 2. 2, 3 more. Trust yourself to be able to count to 5 without messing up. You don't have to mark a little slash, but I will definitely lose track if I don't do that little slash. So that was set number 4, just one more. That last slash, even though I no longer need to keep track because I earned it. I want credit for that final set. Plus, if I check my score later, I don't want any nagging doubts of, did I not do it at 5th set? Did I forget to do 5 sets? All right. So before we start with squats, remember we're starting with a set of 5 Divebomber burpees, or whatever push-up or burpee variation you have chosen to do. I'm going to be doing Divebomber burpees, 5 reps. That's 5. So now into my side lunges. Doing a weighted side lunge with an oblique twist and a knee up. If you are not doubling your lunges with me, you'll do 10 reps on this leg and then switch to the other leg. If you are doubling your lunges with me, we're gonna do 20 on this side before we switch to the other side. So here we go, as soon as you're ready. 10 for me. Rest if you need to. Switch legs if you want to. That's 15 for me. Just 5 more. Last one. That's 20. Remember to go at your own pace. So if you are stronger than I am and you're able to move faster than I am without sacrificing your form, and you finish the exercise before I do, just skip ahead in the video. If you're slower than I am and you need to pause and rest, pause the video, come back when you're ready, okay? Go at your own pace. So now before we do our next set of dive bombers, we're gonna do another set of lunges on the other leg. So 10 reps if you want, 20 reps if you want to double your lunges with me. As soon as you're ready, here we go. All right, that's 20. It's always my inclination to start on my stronger leg, so as I switch to my weaker leg, it was harder finding my balance. I had a couple of balance checks, so obviously if you need to check your balance, you tap your foot down, check your balance. But the goal is to keep that foot off the ground if you can. All right, so all we have left is abs, but first, one more set of dive bomber burpees. a set of dive bombers before my squats. But I have absolutely no recollection of doing them before my lunges. Did I forget them? Ugh, I feel like I might have. And I'm not gonna be able to let it go until I scratch that itch. So I'm gonna do another 5 dive bombers just to be certain that I've completed at least three sets. So if you know you've completed 3 sets already, you can sit this one out. You can either rest while I do these and point at me and laugh, or you can skip ahead, but I have to scratch this itch. I feel like I might have skipped a set. So I'm gonna do 5 more dive bomber burpees. You can join me in solidarity if you would like. Here we go. That was 4. I think that's 5. Okay. So I may have done an extra set of dive bomber burpees, but I think I might have skipped a set. So regardless, I'm all caught up now. I know that I have completed 3 sets so far, which is exactly how many I'm supposed to have completed at this point in the workout, so I'm good. I can let it go now and move on to abs. So, dead bugs, noisy crows. All right, here we go. 20 reps alternating sides. All right, that's 20. So I've done 3 sets at least, I know, of dive bomber burpees. That means I've completed a total of 15 push-ups so far. I've completed 20 squats. Oh no, that's what I did. I skipped my squats, didn't I? Did I not? I don't think I did my squats. All right, then I'll do them now. That's why I was missing a set of dive bombers, because I went straight into my lunges. Oh my gosh, I'm completely making a mess of this workout. So I need to do 20 reps of my sandbag clean and press squat and press. Then I'll be caught up. Oh man, I really have made a mess of this first round. Okay, so let's go ahead and get these squats done. 20 reps. So sandbag, clean and press, squat and press. That's 1, going to 20. It's 15. 16. 17. 18. 19, last one. That's 20. That's what was missing. That's why I got all confused, and that's why I had no recollection of doing my second set of dive bombers, because I hadn't done them. So even though I've already done 3 sets, I want to get back on track. I want to do, try to do the rest of the workout I was writing. So I'm going to go ahead and do another set of 5 dive bomber burpees right now. If you, yeah. All right, oh my God, I need to just stop. I need to do these dive bomber burpees. That's 57. Okay, so now, I know I've done my 20 squats. I know I've done 20 lunges on each leg. I know I've done my 20 reps of abs. That's squats, lunges, abs, and I know I've done at least 20 push-ups. I'm gonna put all the confusion behind me. I'm gonna stop thinking about round 1. It's over with, and I know I've completed at least 20 reps of everything. So I'm gonna finish up round 1. with another 5 sets of 100 with my jump rope. Then I'll take a peek at my timer, and if I'm under 30 minutes after I finish my jump rope section, then I am on pace to finish in under an hour. So let's go ahead and get this these next 5 sets of 100 with the jump rope done. As soon as you're ready, here we go. That's set number 3. If you trip over your jump rope, you do not have to start the whole set over. Just take a deep breath, let it go, and get right back into it. Pick up where you left off. So in that set, I tripped on rep like 30. So I just took a breath and restarted. I picked up my count at 30. So then I just did another 70 reps. And that was my set of 100, okay? So just do your best. If you trip, try not to let the frustration sabotage you moving forward. Just take a deep breath, let it go, try to leave it behind you, and get right back into it. Just pick up where you left off, okay? 2 more sets, here we go. Set number 4, last one. One more set of 100 and then we are done with round 1. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, That is set number 5. And that is the end of round 1. I am well under 30 minutes. I'm at about 27 and a half minutes. So I should definitely be able to finish this in under an hour, but I don't have a ton of wiggle room. So I'm gonna breathe for just a few seconds here before starting round 2. If you need a longer rest break so that you can towel off, hydrate, slow down your breathing for a minute or 2, let your heart rate come down a little bit, you can pause the video, just come back when you're ready. We're gonna start round 2 with another 5 sets of 100 with the jump rope, okay? So as soon as you're ready, here we go. That's 3. 2 more. All right, just one more set, and then we'll start round 2 of our slap circuit. That is set number 5. So moving on to our slap circuit, starting with a set of 5 Divebomber burpees, or whatever push-up or burpee variation you are doing. As soon as you're ready, here we go. I know those are killer, but we are no more than halfway finished with them. We are exactly halfway finished with squats, so let's go ahead and finish up with our final 20 squats. Whatever squat variation you're doing. I'm doing sandbag clean and press, squat and press, 20 reps. As soon as you're ready, here we go. So clean and press, squat and press. That's 1. It's 15, 5 more. 16. 17. 18. 19, last one. That's 20. So remember to start with my squats this time. Next is lunges. But first, another set of 5 Divebomber burpees. So now lunges. Remember, I'm doubling my reps of lunges. So I'm gonna do 20 on one leg and then 20 on the other. If you don't wanna double your lunges, you'll do 10 on one leg and then 10 on the other. And then move on to your next set of dive bombers or whatever push-up variation you're doing. But we're gonna do all of the lunges before we move on to the next set of push-ups. So as soon as you're ready, I didn't like that. I didn't have control over that second half of the rep, so I'm gonna just start over. That one doesn't count. Here we go. Fight for that balance. That's 15 for me. I have 5 more to go. That's 20. If you need to rest, I just punched myself in the head. Maybe I need to rest. If you need to rest, pause the video. Come back when you're ready. We're gonna get right into our final 20 reps of lunges. So switching sides. fighting. That's 18, just 2 more. Last one. That's 20. I think only one balance track that time, so much better. It's always more difficult for me on that side. Not only because it's my weaker side, but because I've just finished 20 reps on the other side, so my brain is kind of used to balancing on one side, so having to readjust as I'm more fatigued and I'm on my weaker side is always a challenge for me. So I was struggling with my balance a lot, but I was really fighting for it. Some of the reps were a little wobbly, but that's fine. I only had one balance track where I needed to set my foot down, so happy with that. And you know what? Lunges are done. So we still have to do abs. First, we're gonna sneak in another set of 5 Divebomber burpees, or whatever push-up or burpee variation you are doing. 5 reps, here we go. As soon as you're ready. I know they're getting hard, but we're almost done. Just 2 more. That's 4. 1 more. That's 5. I said getting hard, like they're not hard already. Getting harder. They're hard from the first rep, but we're doing a total of 8 sets, and we completed 7 of them, so we only have 1 set of dive bombers left. Just 5 more reps. First, let's do our dead bugs. 20 reps, alternating sides. As soon as you're ready. Oh. I'm so OCD about exactly what position this sandbag is in for each individual exercise. I think I got it where I want it. All right, here we go. 20 reps. we are officially done with abs. Squats are done. Lunges are done. Abs are done. Push-ups are almost done. Let's finish up with our final 5 reps of push-ups. And then all we have left to do is just like another few minutes of cardio. We're right there, okay? So 5 more reps of dive bombers. Here we go. Push-ups are done. Oh, dive bomber push-ups are done. We're gonna do one more push-up when we do our bonus burpee, but first, we have to finish up with our final jump rope section. If you need to rest, pause the video, come back when you're ready. All we have left to do is 5 more sets of 100 with the jump rope. As soon as you're ready, here we go. My pace with actual skipping has gotten pretty slow, so I'm just trying to really keep the rest in between sets as short as I can. Set number 3. Two more. Just a couple of deep breaths. And now here we go, final set. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Picking up my count at 50. 60, 70, 80, 90, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 100. That's set number 5. And that is round number 2. And that's the workout. Almost. We're not quite finished yet. No workout of mine is ever complete until we have done our bonus burpee, so we have just 1 rep left to go. But before I get to my bonus burpee, it is time for the McFlurry minute. I am going to jump rope for 60 seconds. And if I can make it through the entire 60-second work interval without tripping over my jump rope, everybody wins a free McFlurry. So give me just a second to reset my timer, and I'll be right back. But first, let me tell you that my official score for this workout is 55 minutes and 30 seconds. So I made my goal of finishing in under 1 hour with 4.5 minutes to spare. So I'm very happy about that. 55 minutes and 30 seconds is my official score. So if you did this workout, let me know how long it took you. And now I'm going to reset my timer to count down 60 seconds for me so we can start the McFlurry minute. I'll be right back. You guys, my mom's dad was 100% Irish, so I'm a quarter Irish. I'm gonna need all of that luck to get me through this next minute. So if you're Irish, I need you to send me all of your good luck energy, okay? I'm gonna need it. We're starting with a 10-second rest interval. And now here we go, going for 4 in a row. The luck of the Irish. That's what that is. I'm always like around, I'm always counting, so when my timer goes off, I'm always on right around rep 170, so that's why I keep going for a few seconds after the timer beeps, because I figure I'll just go ahead and do 200 revolutions of the rope for my little bonus, but all that matters is what happens in the McFlurry minute. And in the McFlurry minute, I didn't trip over my jump rope. And we all get, oh, you guys, guess what? I worked out a special deal with McDonald's. Since it's St. Patrick's Day tomorrow, instead of a free McFlurry, we all get free Shamrock Shakes. Yes, you're welcome. All right? So follow me on Instagram, follow McDonald's on Instagram, show them my story, tell them I said you get a free Shamrock Shake for St. Patrick's Day, since I did not trip over my jump rope, and I see no reason why that shouldn't work. All right, so participating locations only, enjoy your free Shamrock Shake, happy St. Patrick's Day, and you're welcome. All righty, so that was our McFlurry, or our Shamrock Shake minute. Today it's a mix Shamrock Shake. Why is it a mix Shamrock Shake? It should be a mix Shamrock Shake, right? That's hard to say. Mix Shamrock Shake. Mix Shamrock Shake, mix Shamrock Shake, mix Shamrock Shake, mix Shamrock Shake, mix Shamrock Shake. It's not that hard. It's not easy. It's not that hard. My favorite vocal exercise is toy boat. Say toy boat 5 times fast. Most people can't even say it 1 time fast. It is not easy, but check this out. Toy boat, toy boat, toy boat, toy boat, toy boat. Bam. All right, I am on fire today. Okay, so you guys, why am I so goofy today? Okay, now we have just 1 rep left to go. You're like, can we hurry up and get to the bonus burpee already so I can like get on with my day? Yes, we're gonna do our bonus burpee together right now, and then the workout will be officially complete. Here we go. Final rep of the day when you're ready. So with that, the workout is now officially complete, and that is a wrap on day 28. Tomorrow is Sunday, which means tomorrow we rest. Sundays are our rest days with this challenge. So remember, it's 40 squats, 40 lunges, 40 reps of abs, and 40 push-ups a day every single day except Sundays. So tomorrow, enjoy your rest day. You have earned it. Have a wonderful St. Patrick's Day. That's why I'm dressed like Ireland today, because tomorrow is St. Patrick's Day. So even though I'm only a quarter Irish, and even though you may not have any Irish heritage in you, everyone is Irish tomorrow. So I hope you all enjoy your free McShamrock Shake on me, and have a beer for my grandpa. That's what I'll be doing tomorrow. So if you did this workout with me today, thank you so much. Please let me know what you thought of it and how you did. Thank you to everyone who's been working out with me lately. And even if you're not doing the workouts, thank you for watching the videos. Thank you for liking and sharing the videos. Thank you for all of your wonderful and supportive and engaging comments. You guys are the best. It really does mean a lot to me. Thank you to all of my new subscribers. If you are not subscribed already, please subscribe. And of course, a great big thank you to those of you who have been subscribed to my channel for years. I appreciate you all very much. One final reminder, if anything is unclear about the format, especially after I completely fucked up the whole first round, remember that the instructions are typed out in the description box below the video. But of course, if you have any questions about the format, about the exercises we were doing today, if you need any further help with equipment-free substitutions or beginner modifications, if you have any doubts about how to do the exercises with the correct form, please just ask. I am right here to help. It is so important that you're doing the exercises correctly, and it is so important to me that my workouts are accessible to anyone and everyone who wants to do them. I am always here to help facilitate that. Do not hesitate to reach out if you have questions or if you need help. That is going to do it for today. I will see you all right back here on Monday for day 29 of the challenge. We have only 2 weeks left of this challenge. We are getting there. Before I say goodbye though, I have to say one final thank you to those of you who have been watching the videos all the way until the end and commenting with the secret code phrase of the day. So before I say goodbye, I will give you today's secret code phrase of the day. What else could it be? It is Erin Go Bra. So have a wonderful St. Patrick's Day, everyone. I will see you all back here on Monday. If you are still watching this video, hello, thank you for watching all the way to the end. Please let me know that someone is still watching by going down to the comment section and leaving me a comment that says Erin Go Bra. That is going to do it for today, and I will see you all next time. Bye.